This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Happy Thursday, you guys. Welcome to another show of TMI with Maiekayla. And you guys, we have special guests in the room today. Can we give it up for our beauty queens and their stage moms? All right, you guys. So there has been a debate on what we're going to call these moms today. So the timeline, the theme of the day is Take Two on Stage Moms. So actually these stage moms, I wanted to highlight them because stage moms has a very negative
connotation.
Yeah. But we want to change that stereotype today. We're going to talk more. We're going to interview the moms today. Most of the times we actually interview the beauty queens. Say hello. Can you guys introduce your guys selves?
Sure. Okay, I'm Dioselin Valena. I'm 14 years old, and I've been doing pageants for maybe about 2 years now.
Nice.
And modeling for 3.
Wow.
Ooh.
And then Rocky.
Hi, I'm Rocky. So my first name is Sophia Raquel. Rocky's my nickname because it's easier. I'm 17. That feels really weird to say. And what is this? 3 years? 3 years pageants. I am your Miss Teen Film Nevada.
Yes.
And yeah, I dance.
I actually met these ladies in Fabulous Pageants, so that was our first pageant. And I think during that time I wasn't competing, but at that time I believe I was coordinating and everything. And then you guys did move forward in dance and in pageantry and in modeling, like even more beyond what I do. So I'm very proud of you guys. But we do have the moms here in the house today. You guys could go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Carrie Dawn Quasito. I'm actually Rocky's mom. Yeah, mom.
That's
That's why I'm here.
And then you.
Dioselin Valena. Her and I have the same name.
That's what I was confused.
Yes.
Okay. So
She's my
so at least
junior.
you clarify that. Wow, that's the first time I ever. Because I always just call you guys, hey girl. Because I didn't know what to call you guys. And then we hosted Mahalo Halo together, and then we were talking in the back because we're trying to do the timeline. They're like, what's the name? I was like, well, I don't know. Her Facebook says this, but she calls her this. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. All right, you guys.
Same name.
It's the same name. Okay, we clarified that. But your nickname is Charm, right?
Yes.
Her nickname.
That's like family. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't call her Charm.
It's it's okay. Like I don't like it.
All right, you guys. So let's get into the questions here. All right. So you guys are both young. Middle school, right?
High school now.
Oh, getting into high school. It was just her birthday.
Yes.
Oh, it's actually just all 3 of your guys' birthdays.
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
17.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
May. We're May.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
May 16, May 18. So
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you guys. So let's get into the juicy questions. It's TMI with Maiekayla. You guys can say whatever you want, and you can say whatever you don't want. Whatever is your business. So,
TMI.
all right. Okay, I want to make it clear. Even though it's TMI, I want everybody to feel safe and respected. All right? Okay. All right. So, first of all, I want to first applaud the moms in here. Most of the times it's being interviewed with the beauty queens, the models, but I feel like not a lot of people sees the people who are literally the rock to the girls. And I actually applaud you guys a lot. So I worked a lot with you guys behind the scenes, and honestly, I've been wanting to get you guys on my show for a while because really I do appreciate you guys as moms. And you guys aren't just moms to your daughters. You guys even show some motherly love to me. And I am very grateful. You guys are rock solid. Like, I didn't just invite all the moms on here. So I hope you guys know how special y'all are to me.
Thank you.
But yeah, I applaud you guys because I do see you guys with your motherly values. And I could hear you guys in the back like yelling at your daughters. What are you doing? This is not so I appreciate you guys a lot. But no, I wanted to say that because I think I have my own personal time with the both of you guys. And it's funny because I see you guys also as like my friends, the moms I'm talking about, and I also see your daughters as my friends too. So I'm like middle ground, and then sometimes I hear you guys say stuff
You're
like your daughter,
older,
and then I'm like,
you're their
I'm
older
like,
sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Older sister and our younger sister. How about that?
But you know what I want to say? I'm grateful that because I hear you guys say ate a lot to me, and it makes me, I'm grateful for that because I feel like it keeps me accountable with what I do as well. And I'm like, oh wow, people, the younger ones are actually looking up and they're paying attention to what I do.
Right.
Yes.
So it keeps me in my place when I want to do something wild and it's on social media. I'm like, okay, let's tone this down a bit. All right, you guys. So first question of the day is, moms, what are you most proud of for your daughters?
Oh,
First?
me first?
All right,
Okay.
if you're ready, I'm not ready.
Okay.
I need a minute.
Honestly, what makes me the proudest is that she's Rocky is Rocky, right? As much as we have a play as mom in raising them and whatnot, she's a strong individual person. Because we both we butt heads a lot because our birthdays are in May. We're the same, we're kind of the same person. She's just more introverted and I'm more extroverted.
I can see that.
But we're pretty strong. Yeah, we're strong in our own minds when it comes to certain things and values and morals. So I'm proud that she's able, without me being around all the time as much as I am, that I know that she's a solid person and she stands for
I love that.
what she stands for.
Actually, I think that's why I gravitated to you guys so much. So day one that I met these girls, I think we did. I remember it was we did what was it? Casting.
And I had to stand in the bathroom.
It was just her casting.
But I what I love is because she came in and then I was giving her pointers. Because this is your first pageant, right? Or no, you did something like this before.
I did like little kid pageants when I was like 4.
4, okay.
Yeah.
But this is the first time where you really have to like be on top of your the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, everything. So we were giving little pointers and I was in the bathroom. I said, okay, what you're going to do, you're going to speak into the wall. Like, you have to practice your vocals and everything. And then when we came out, you at the Carrie was all like, you have to, I know you could do it. I've seen you do better. Come on, vocalize it. Like, stuff like that. And I think that's very important because I guess the stage mom look, usually they just go with whatever. They always want their kid to always be right. And I've seen that a lot on like a lot of shows. What I appreciate about you guys is that you realize that your kid isn't always right. And then you have to be able to, tell them how to correct their craft. And I think that's a problem right now, like even in
I think it's
schools.
more like a lot of parents live vicariously through. I was really active as a kid and I liked this type of stuff. I was like, I'm going to be on, my dream was to be in a Filipino movie.
Really?
I tried out for Survivor. I've done a lot of that stuff. So because I'm so extroverted. But at the same time, we come from a generation where I feel like we were forced, in a sense, to follow a certain career path and blah, 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 being Filipino, right? Be a nurse. Okay, I did it kind of, but not really, because I'm too artsy-fartsy. So I find, so now I have this one who comes along and she's literally like that, you know, and I'm like, oh my God. Aww. But at the same time, I won't force her. At the end of the day, it has to be her choice. I'm like, we can do this, but you better give me your 100%. I will support you 1,000%, but you got to come do your part.
Yeah.
So it's
Show
not
up.
me. Yeah, it's not
You gotta
me. Like,
show up.
yeah,
to
because
be
if you don't want to do it, then we can find something else you want to do, right?
That's
I
true.
think that's better than like, because I know a lot of people, and I see kids who are, I mean, you see it, like that's what I was saying, the stigma of a dance mom or a stage
Yeah,
mom,
yeah.
because these kids are broken.
Mm-hmm,
It's like not a passion for them anymore.
Yeah, correct.
So
Correct. Oh,
think
I love
just
that.
to piggyback on that, I
Mhm.
think a lot of it too is like I tell her, it's like you have all these people that are showing up,
mhm.
their time and their energy
Yes.
100% for you
Yes.
to be here.
Yeah.
So you need to also kind of be there,
Be there.
give them
Mhm.
your 100% because they could be doing something else with their time as well.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
that's one thing that I'm telling her. It's like it's time and money,
Mhm.
a lot of energy. So I know,
Yeah.
especially when she was younger, it was challenging. But moving forward, she's grown into that, knowing, very conscious about that.
That's
so.
good.
And they had to make that conscious decision whether they want to follow, because
Yes.
of course I'm like,
Mhm.
oh wait, we need a plan B, because it's the where she's wanting to go is not the norm, right?
Yes,
It's not something
correct,
I would be
correct.
like, oh yeah, go in showbiz, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's like, because I was like trained, go with something stable,
Yes, correct.
go to school, blah blah blah. I'm like, at the same time, let's have a plan B, but
Mm-hmm.
if we are going to take the time because you're young and you have the looks and everything and the talents now,
That's another topic we're gonna
right?
do today.
Go for it now. Go hard now.
Yes,
So
You know, one of the things that my parents told me, so before I used to live in Reno and I was going to school for full-time and work full-time. And then when I came back to Vegas, I remember my dad, he was telling me, because I started working before here in Vegas, and
Mhm.
he told, and I was getting like a lot of heat from management. And I remember my dad telling me like, Maiekayla, you don't have to work. And I always had the mindset like keep working until I cannot work, if that makes sense.
mhm.
But how I see it, I feel like if you have your parents, because not a lot of people has that backbone.
Right.
So what
Mhm.
I'm saying, and I know I'm gonna get heat or whatever for this, but if you had the opportunity to go after your dreams, go after it. Because to be honest, if I didn't have my parents to fall back on, if things were to fall apart and stuff, like I would never get to go after my dreams. Like
Right.
my hours would be spent at a desk. My hours would be spent in a place where it's
The
solidified
JOB.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I have an actual income,
Yeah.
and I
Yes.
know where it's coming. So I'm grateful. So what I'm saying is take advantage that you both have your parents to fall back on if you were to make any mistakes. So stuff like that. But I do want to touch base on that. She does have the looks. Both of your daughters have the looks. Charm does not look her age, you guys. And in Rocky, she has like a maturity of a 30-year-old at this point. So you guys are getting into a non-traditional place, and this is good because not a lot of people get these opportunities.
Mhm.
True.
So what are you guys most scared of as moms? Do you guys have any concerns? What are your guys'
Yes.
boundaries for your daughters?
Boundaries.
Yeah. I know you have.
I have a lot.
Yeah.
I just want to keep her safe
Yeah.
in the best way possible. And being a parent, it's not like there's training, like a book that
Mhm.
says, hey, when this situation happens,
Yeah.
this is
Yep.
how you're going to have to handle it, right?
Mhm.
So as my daughter started maturing and I started to kind of see how she was maturing, oh my gosh, I think I actually would seek the advice of other parents
Uh-huh.
that have either, have kids the same age or have been in the same situation, just to seek what I could be doing, to
Prevent something.
to prevent anything from happening. My biggest thing and one of the biggest rules that I had was to not have a social media. And that was like a long time coming.
Guys,
And I
got it
can't-
now.
And
I got it
yeah,
now.
she has it now.
She announced it already.
Yeah, she has it now, but it was a lot of push and pull. But that was really huge. A lot of the feedback that I did get from my friends, ates, that are have also children of their age was just to, just to stay close, to remain open, always have open dialogue. And then sometimes too, when we're out and about, if people are they're gonna turn heads. There's no doubt about it. They're gonna turn heads, and you're and it's just basically you can either take it as a compliment, or it just depends on the situation, because we've had situations too that were uncomfortable, and it's just learning when to walk away and learning when to just kind of, hey, that energy's not good, and just turn the other way. But beauty, for sure, I think it's super positive. Just that attracting the good energy and using it in the right way.
Amen. And then you guys?
As far as same thing, I think the main thing for us is rearing begins in the home, right? So of course they learn at the home, and I think with the family that we're surrounded with and where they grew up in, where we're very faith-based, we believe, so I think that it played a big part, because there was a situation even when she was younger, and unfortunately now I wasn't ready for the talk, you know what I mean? But there were situations at her school that were happening among her peers, I think as young as 6th, 7th grade, and I was like, oh my gosh, we need to have a talk. And I wanted it to be from me before the world, right? And so, because the world is yuck. And so she even underwent the, the ring, it was like a promise. Purity ring. We went through a purity thing where she it was more like where she herself understood the concept of, being pure. And it was more not just being pure in your body, but pure in what you listen to, what you read, what you watch, right? What you come into as far as you as a person. I think that has helped. So I'm afraid of more of the world, out there, but I'm secure. Like I was just saying, she's strong, right? She knows her boundaries for herself. And that's what I really try to embody with her. Let's train her. I have to train her as much, because we can be gone tomorrow, and if we're not here and they don't know what they're doing, to fend off whatever's out there.
That's true.
And I feel like, and it's such a satisfaction as a mom. I have four children.
Yeah,
she's my third.
Okay.
Yeah. I have 2 older adult kids, and then I have Rocky, and then I have a younger one. So it's more like, how do you carry yourself, right? When people see you outside, it's that integrity word,
integrity.
How
modest.
Yeah. And the thing is, what I love is that everyone that comes across me, they're always singing the praises of, like, oh my gosh, she's such a role model. Even before she got into all this, her demeanor, her being ladylike, her not being like other girls in the high school, that we hear about and stuff. And it's such a nice feeling as a mom to go, oh gosh, I'm doing something right, because she's a leader in that sense. And so many younger girls can look up to her and hang out with her, and it won't be all weird, and that you won't, she'll be, like they're safe in her care as well.
I really like what you said about the purity ring, because it's a lot of faith-based stuff. She attends Christian school, and it's just leaving that up to him, so that they're covered and make the right decisions. That's kind of like where you kind of have to let it go and have the trust.
And I was going to say about social media, she did acting and stuff when she was younger. So social media it was kind of like you had to have it as your resume, but it was, I monitored it. I still monitor it. She's 17 in high school. She doesn't post anything that's posted. We talk about it, and it's strictly for, her resume. There's, if you can go on there now, and I'm like, go ahead and look. There's nothing that will, because we've learned at a young age that it's unfortunate, because now whatever you put out, it stays. Someone instantly screenshots or screen records. There's no safety in it, and that's not who you are. And my biggest thing for her is, who do you want to be known as? What kind of person do you want to be remembered as? Especially in the high school days. I'm like,
I know that digital
reputation.
Digital footprint.
It's bad. It's bad. Some of the stuff I see, I'm like, because I work at the high school, I'm like, whoa.
I forgot.
Whoa. Yeah. So Yeah.
No, I love that. And the fact that you guys are talking about like being role models and stuff, I wanna emphasize this too, because I know it sounds like, oh, my parents are putting all these rules, but everything you guys are saying, or even stuff me as an adult right now, I'm still struggling with.
Yes.
And even other adults, my parents are still struggling with the stuff that you guys are saying. So it really does, it's a nice light and fresh breath of air to see like good people still making it out by doing good things. You know what I mean? Because I know there's like a lot of pressure out there that we're all still dealing with, and even these are the same principles that's being said when I was younger, and they still apply even until today. And it's so true. We don't know what's going to happen to our parents, so what am I going to do? Like, go back to my parents if when a situation comes? Like, we have to figure it out.
Like, your training ground is at home, you know?
Correct.
I mean, as even I even tell my older kids, I'm like, the minute they can reach the sink, they're cooking rice. You know,
That's a good one.
They're doing something. They can, you know, because that's my fear. If I'm not here, who's going to take care of you? You know, so I want them to know they can fend for themselves. You know,
That's
so,
good. And both of you guys did self-defense, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Speaking
that
of,
too.
that too. Yeah,
that
big
too.
part.
Yes,
Good job.
yeah.
So actually, I have a
They're tough.
question.
They're pretty. They're
They're
they're tough.
Okay, you guys, I watched this movie. I think it's like Home with the Jones or something like that. Basically, there was a spy. She was really hot looking. She was wearing like she was like everybody was eyes on her, and then she was a spy. So after that, I was like, Dad, I'm gonna start taking self-defense classes, and then I'm gonna be like hiding behind a bush. I don't even know. But no, that's good. That's what I want, and you guys literally inspire me because now. I don't want to say like I'm an influencer, but whatever platform that I have, I want to be actually an ate to the
You
younger
are.
kids.
Yes.
You are.
Yeah, you
are.
You definitely are.
You definitely are.
Thank you, you guys. You guys make my heart warm. Thank you. Okay, this isn't about me, so let's move on to the next question. So let me see. For the daughters, actually, because you guys hear your parents' boundaries, what do you guys have? Was there ever a time they were like, Mom, or
Oh,
you? Just click on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do understand why, but then, like, I think sometimes, like, moms, like, my mom needs to, like, let me experience, like, not, like, wrongdoings, but, like, I need to learn to, like...
On your own mistakes?
Yeah, on my own mistakes. I need to learn, like, how to fix my mistakes and, like... Because I can't be, like, perfect and, like, not have, like, any mistakes at all. Because nobody's perfect, you know? Because I think I need to, like, learn off of my mistakes sometimes, though. And, like, learn about the consequences. And then there could be good consequences.
Consequences.
Yeah.
We know. I think we talked about that.
But, yeah.
I think
I think that's a big thing, too. But, like... over my 14 years now, you know, I think I lived a lot of lives for my age and what I've done. So I'm pretty happy though. Yeah.
And then you, Rocky?
I was younger, obviously, because I was like, I don't know how to do anything.
Yeah. So you're just listening to your parents?
Yeah. Like, I remember, like, the social media thing, when I first did it, she was like, okay, I'm going to make it. But I was, like, impatient because I was like, I just want to, like, look at stuff. I don't even, like, now I don't even use I barely even use it's really bad. I'm really bad at texting. But I barely even use it to, like, which is bad. I should keep in touch with my friends more. But I still, like, I don't use it. Like, okay, I kind of broke my phone a couple weeks ago, but I was fine. Like, to me, that's not something big. But before, because I was younger, I was like, I just want to experience it because all my friends had it. And I was like, I wonder what this is about. So I made one myself, and then she found out, and she was like, I told you.
Snapchats.
That was later. I did that when I was older.
No, you did a spam where you were like, I just post clouds. So she started. We had the Instagram. I'll tell the mini story.
Too much information.
We had no. This is funny because I started the Instagram for her because she started acting.
No, I did it before you started because I was like,
I found about it later.
Because but I didn't have it for that long. It was because I was like, I just want to know, like, what the appeal is. So I just made one.
What's so
And I just posted
so
pictures of like the
interesting?
sky that I took because I was like, I wonder what this is like.
But what's funny is that there's so many times where, you know, you see these kids and all their, I remember specifically, it was so funny. She was like on her phone. We are at Del Taco. I don't know if you remember this, but and she was on her phone. And I'm like,
What are you
Rocky,
doing?
get off your phone. Like, enough already. And she's like, I'm reading a book. And it was like, so honestly, when she's on there, I'm like, she's either like coloring thingy, you know, or reading a book. And up to now,
I still read. I was reading before
She's a
we got
big reader.
here.
Yeah.
So
that's
I usually
why I was
use
like,
my phone
okay.
for music.
I think the thing there has to be trust between the parents
Yes.
and the kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I remember growing up, I
Yes.
didn't go to parties. Okay, I know I do like a lot of parties now, but I used to not party
Yeah.
at all before.
Mhm.
And my parents, their rule was more of like they were more concerned about the other kids
Yes.
and the environment that I'm gonna be in and the parents that's gonna be around rather than them not trusting me. So I had to really change my mindset and kind of realize, oh, my parents do trust me. So what I started doing, the stuff that I didn't want to tell my parents, I had to force myself to tell my parents, so at least there was some type of trust.
Mm-hmm.
And
That dialogue.
yeah, so I felt like when I started doing that, even though I knew, okay, this part, I think one of the things I want to say to like younger kids, you have to be okay with letting your parents yell at you or get mad at you. The reason I'm saying that is, first of all, it's nice having a parent
That cares.
who cares. Because there's actually parents out there, like you say something, it goes past their head, and at this point they're just here to make sure you're breathing and
Right.
you're alive. So whatever your situation is, they probably don't even, so like even friends, right? When a friend stresses out when I'm stressed, it makes me feel good because I know that
They care.
Yeah.
they care. But yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to say. Man, this is a good topic.
I was gonna say real quick, it reminded me, and I would tell, and it's funny because even my older kids, right? It's such a thing among my friends, my kids' friends, because I'm like tita to everybody. I have
Yeah,
like
you
50,000
are.
kids,
Yeah,
and so they're like,
we mob after school.
literally. But I was like, okay, my thing, and they'll be on the phone with their friends, and they're like, oh, your mom just followed me on Instagram, right?
Oh my god.
And then they're like, just let her.
Aw.
And they would let me, and my thing is to them, it's like, well, if you don't have anything to hide, it shouldn't matter what the mom is seeing,
Mhm.
right? Because if you're being secretive, that's another thing. Then I'm like, why are you being secretive?
Mhm.
But if you have no problem, then why hide? You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
Like what's there to hide?
Yeah.
So
My friends now are all okay with it. Like they follow her back. They're like commenting. They'll like all the stuff.
One kid is like, oh my god, Tita, you were like my 1,000th follower.
Aw.
Oh my god, you made me my 1,000th follower. You know, and that's the thing. They're all my kids too. So yeah.
You know, I had friends who told me, they said, I wish I was close with my parents as much as I
You are.
am with my parents. Because I would say like so many stupid stuff to my parents, and they're like, did you just tell your parents that? I was like, yeah. Because how I see is there's nobody else that's going to have our back the way that our parents have our back. So when you get into like real deep stuff and like where your protection, everything is in place, like who's your ride or die?
Right.
Your parents are going to be your ride or die. So that's my biggest thing. I want to encourage other kids, and I understand some parents, they don't make it easy for their kids to open up to them.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We talk a lot, but I'm mom first.
Yeah,
You know, and I think that's
Yes.
the
No,
that's the difference,
No,
right?
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the open dialogue for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that
Mhm.
100%.
Yeah.
But
But when it's momming
And yes.
time, I'm like, oh girl,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
like she
Yeah.
knows.
It's just that look.
Yes,
that
it's
look.
literally
It's a
like-
raise for me. It's a raise
Yeah,
of an
me
eyebrow.
too.
She knows.
I'll
I
just be
think
like,
it's good. Like, know the respect of your mom. Like, your parents aren't your friends,
Yeah.
but then understand like nobody else has your back.
right.
And
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing. But you guys, were running out of time. Like, this would go for like 3 episodes long. Do you guys have any last words you guys want to say for your daughters?
I didn't answer the first question.
go ahead,
It's
go
kind
ahead.
of been on my mind.
Yeah.
I think I want to say that the most thing that I'm really proud of my daughter for is just her growth. And just
Mom.
yeah, the growth from when she started modeling up until just today, and then also that wouldn't be possible without everybody's moral support
Aw.
and all of that cheering on from everybody, from friends, family, and even strangers. It's difficult, and having that little positive push helps us get it to the next level.
Yeah, for sure. You
So
need
I
thick skin
appreciate
for
that.
this. Honestly, you need thick skin. And then you?
Well, to Rocky, mine is more like bittersweet because now we're coming on. She's gonna be an adult next year. We're actually planning her.
that's right.
Yeah, we're planning her debut.
Debut?
Yeah, her 18th birthday, and so I'm so proud. Like, I always say it, but I'm like, I am proud of who you are and who you become, and like literally the role model that you are to your peers. She started a Filipino club at her school. You know what I mean? Like for the community.
TFC.
So everything like that, everything that she's doing, because she wants to be a different voice among her generation. So it makes me proud that God, is really rearing her in that direction and keeping her safe along the way. So I'm very proud of who you are and the woman you're becoming.
And then daughters,
Yeah.
this is your time to shine on your parents. Do you have anything you want to say to your moms?
I mean, I love you, Mom. Like, you do so much for me.
You too.
I feel like, I wouldn't accomplish what I accomplished just now without my mom, because, like, your mom's your life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's just so amazing. But yeah.
You're
And
amazing too.
I feel like, too, it's like, going into modeling and, like, dancing, what Rocky does, too, like, it's hard. So, because we see each other in the community a lot, because it's like,
She's like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in like
Right?
2 months.
right? Like, we'll
Yeah.
be doing something, like, we were at Mahalo Halo, right, at Maiekayla's event. So
Aw.
amazing. And we saw me and my mom saw Rocky, and we just all, like, connect together. Like, it's been a while. Like, we do all these things.
This
you
is a
know?
reunion here, by the way.
Yeah, but like we just do a lot together. Like, how many years has it been? Like maybe like 2,
Wow.
2, 3 since like I started to. So it's like it's been a good journey, and it's gonna keep going, guys.
Yeah, good job.
Keep going.
Yeah, good job. And then Rocky?
I just want to say that I love you and I appreciate you, and
Thank you.
you're my bestest friend
Aw.
forever. And you're my number one, and I will always be your number one supporter.
Oh.
And I'm also very proud of you
Aw.
because you're amazing.
Thank you.
You're my favorite person in the world. You're the prettiest person that I would know. And I love you so much.
Aw. See, I love this. I think we really broke the stereotype of what everybody thinks of
Stage moms.
Stage moms.
A new take on stage moms. That's what
yes,
we're
and then on beauty queens.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because what I love is the humility, and really there's no competition as much as like social media wants to show there's competition here.
Yeah.
It's nothing but love, and I'm grateful that the girls knows that at a young age, because some other people are gonna put something else in their head. So
right.
all right, you guys, this was such a good show.
Yeah, it was
I wish we
fun.
could go longer.
Thank you for having us.
I know.
We need to do
Girl
another
chat.
episode.
Yeah.
I love girl chat. I
finish
love
the
our
rest of
talks
those
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, until next time, thank you so much.
Just like a friend from back home. This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.